So I've been talking about the glasses I ordered from Zenni Optical, my sponsor. Now, I've never ordered glasses online before. I didn't trust it, to be honest. But mine had a scratch, and Zenni was my sponsor, so I kind of sort of had to do it, right? I mean, I can't tell you about it if I haven't done it. So my previous thinking was, prices are too cheap. These can't be good. I'm not going to like them. I'm picky. I take that back. Mine costs about $70, and I can't tell the difference from the $500 pair I purchased 2 months ago. By the way, my wife likes them too. She said they look good on your face, and I want some too. And at about $70 or less, I can buy them. I am surprised, and I'm a customer. Zenni Optical has prescription glasses, sunglasses, blue light lenses, all starting at under $30. Go to Zenni.com, pick a frame, upload your prescription. They'll ship it to your door. No appointment, no store, no upsell at the counter. And Zenni has that virtual try-on, so you can see exactly how the frames look on your face, and that is very cool and confidence building. If your glasses are overdue for a refresh, now it's time. Go to Zenni.com/podcast and use the code podcast15 for 15% off your first order. The styles sell out pretty quick, so don't sit on this. Go to Zenni.com/podcast, promo code podcast15. Okay, funny story. My wife was listening to my podcast the other day. Yes, she does that. And she said, what's this thing called Whatnot you keep talking about on your podcast? Are you shopping without me? Yes, I am. I'm cheating on you. It's called Whatnot. It's live shopping with chat, and it's a lot of fun. Look, I coach a lot of people online. I coach people to make money online. Most don't know how to do it. And I have been telling a few lately to go to Whatnot, see what they're doing, and give it a try. If you're a Whatnot seller, you really shine, and your people find you. And that's a big deal because if you're selling online, they need to find you for you to make money, right? And then they become repeat customers because they see your face, not just your logo. Whatnot is the largest dedicated live shopping platform, whether it's beauty, it's collectibles, electronics, luxury, fashion, even cookies. Yep, cookies. Sellers are building real thriving businesses. Anyone can do it too. Some people on Whatnot are selling, get this, 10 times as much as they do on other major marketplaces. And you don't know this, but Whatnot buyers spend more than an hour on the app every day. They're not browsing. That's why they call them buyers. They're buying your stuff. So here's how it works. You go live, you showcase your products, and you earn real income. Search Whatnot, WHATNOT, in the App Store, download, and you can start selling right away. All right, let's do a podcast. What do you think? I got out of bed this morning. I walked into my big palatial kitchen. I said, honey, good morning. And she said, what's wrong with your voice? I said, oh, yeah, I know. It's kind of weird, man. I got a frog in my throat. She said, what? I said, yeah, I set a resolution that I was going to read more books this year. I ought to read at least one a week. But this time I read an old one. She said, which book was that? I said, it was a book written by Brian Tracy called Eat the Big Frog First. Do you know that look that your wives give you sometime, guys? I just got it. I did. Okay, totally made up for entertainment value only, but you should read Brian Tracy's book, Eat the Big Frog First. You should. Particularly if you're trying to kind of get more productive, get clarity of your mind, clear out the clutter from your life. It's just a great little parable. Take you 6 minutes and 27 seconds to read it. I think you're going to like it. It is the Daily Boost. Words, wisdom, wisecracks, not necessarily in that order, and we never know how much of one you're going to get, but we'll see. Good to have you here today. My name is Scott Smith. Thanks for stopping by, and thank you for everybody who has participated in my 9minuteclaritycode.com. Now, by participating, I mean you got out your credit card, you gave me money, and you supported the podcast. I appreciate that. But I suggest if you're trying to figure out 2025, and you've done all that stuff before, trying to find myself, if you've done that before, I have too. It didn't work. So I did this thing. Work for me, works for my clients. I made it for you. You can get it now. It's not expensive. Check it out. Go to 9minuteclaritycode.com. Support the podcast. Give me some money. Then I can buy a better book to read for my wife. Okay. That I can tell her about. That won't give me a frog in my throat. So yesterday, we were talking about the basics of life. And if you get them right, life is good. It's kind of all you need. I know you might argue the point with me. That's okay. I won't listen anyway, because it's true. If you do the basics, if you sleep well, if you eat well, if you drink well, if you go to the bathroom, that's kind of it. And we did establish as well that maybe, occasional sexual relations might be fun as well. And also the optionals that I find non-ops, Snickers bars, Twizzlers, and Harley Davidsons too. In fact, Harley should be probably at the beginning of the list. No, the bottom line is this. You can do a lot in life if you just slept well, ate well, drank well, and went to the bathroom regularly. Am I right? I am. Now, your body's pretty durable, which means you can mess up all that stuff and do everything else you're doing and be fine for a while. But for the most part, life is pretty simple. And that's my whole point here. Can we boil it down to that simplicity? Can you give me that point? You don't have to. If you argue with me, I won't hear it anyway. It doesn't really matter. If you give me a call on the phone, I'll talk with you. But just agree on that point, okay? So today, let's take the next step. If you were to come to me and say, Scott, would you please tell me the next step in figuring my stuff out? That's what I do for a living, basically a professional figure your stuff out guy. I would say, all right, good. Well, do the basics. You got the basics. And now let's figure out where you are. So I'm taking an inventory. I do it myself this time of year, and usually about twice a year. Inventory. I audit myself. Basically, you should do the same thing. I audit every single thing in my life because it's a simple fact. If you don't know where you are now, what's really going on, what's surrounding you, you can't get to where you want to go. More common sense uploaded on you on a Tuesday, okay? You can't add more to your life without removing something else from your life. Well, okay, you can. You can do that forever, but you also spin in circles. You're always working on your stuff. You don't know where things are, and it's weighing you down in ways you can't imagine. By the way, I'm not talking about being a minimalist here. We'll talk about that in a second. You just can't keep adding. You have to kind of pull back the layers that you've built up over the years. You need to kick back a little bit and just get rid of it. So, do you study the Stoics? I do. Stoic philosophy. Contrary to popular belief, Stoicism does not prescribe, I guess, to a minimalist lifestyle at all. That's why I said that. It does want simplicity, rooted in clarity of thought and purpose, guiding you toward your life values, unencumbered, if you will, by mental and physical clutter. That's Stoicism. People think I need to get rid of everything and just have white walls and just be a minimal. No, Stoics weren't like that. You shouldn't be that way either. You need what you need. Most you don't need. I've been clearing my clutter for years now. Now it's a bad habit of mine. My wife says, don't you dare throw that away. True story. I promise if you have lots going on in your life right now, you will fight more and more and more to get what you really want. Let me say that again if you didn't get the way I said it. If you have a lot going on, a lot of clutter in your life, a lot of overwhelm in your life, your journey will be a fight to get more of what you want because you're being held back. So we need to get rid of stuff. So how do we take an inventory? Well, it's pretty simple. We start with a good old-fashioned brain dump of everything. So when I say everything and a brain dump, the brain dump is getting it out of your brain, putting it on a paper or a document. Just go. Just dump it all out. Don't think. Don't edit. Don't ponder. Well, should I keep it? I really like it. I don't know. No, you just dump it out. We're not going to editorialize anything. A good old-fashioned brain dump of everything. Now, what does that include? Well, here's what it includes.
And we're live from the living room as Doug eyes up the match day spread. He's reaching for the buffalo wing. Perfect. Hang on, what's this? Oh, he's gone for a can of Pepsi too! Incredible! What a finish! Sensational combination! Look at the delight on his face. There's no doubt about it. It just tastes better. Match days deserve Pepsi. Food deserves Pepsi. Grab a pack of Pepsi Zero Sugar for today's match. It's poetry in motion.
Physical clutter, stuff. Emotional clutter, friend clutter. Financial clutter, pet clutter, job clutter, your garage, your car, your bedroom, everything. Everything. It doesn't matter. Look in your garage, look in your closets, look in your car, look in your head, look in your wife's head, look in your kid's head. I'm telling you, whatever you can think of that is cluttering your mind. Now, here's the thing. I'm guessing there's a lot of things that you don't even know are cluttering your mind. You've put them out of your mind. They're over there. You don't see them until you stumble through the garage to get to your car. And that's just the stuff. I'm guessing more. There are people, there are relationships, there are bosses, there are girlfriends, there are wives, there are husbands, there are kids. There's that guy who looks at you the wrong way when you go to the office every single day that is cluttering your mind. So open a document, list everything that you have going on in every area of your life. I promise it won't take long. It's going to feel really good. It's not hard to do. You can use a spreadsheet. Some people do. You can use just a regular note-taking app. A lot of folks will do it on their phone, like Apple Notes or something like that. The point is dump. If you paid me $1,000 to come to a seminar that I do occasionally, I might turn the lights down, play some soft music and say, since you gave me $1,000, take out your paper and write all the stuff you don't like about your life. And I'd make you do it and still to keep your money. You're not doing that today. You're getting it for free. So I'm just saying, don't put this off. when you get some quiet time, sit down and dump everything in your head to a piece of paper. But you might have a question now. What do you do now? Well, don't try to organize it. Just dump as much as possible. Anything that doesn't serve you in the future, just dump it. And again, that includes friends. Anything else, a metaphorical dump, if you will. Take them to the metaphorical county dump. So why is this so important? Why are we trying to do this? Why is this something that has to happen? Well, because you are wasting a massive amount of energy managing and worrying about your stuff. And I would bet at least $1.50, maybe $2, that you don't even know it. So here you are in a new year trying to create a new world for yourself, right? And your current world currently has a big rope on it, and some guy learned his knots in Boy Scouts, and he tied it around a cinder block and tied it around your ankles. He put you in a boat, he dragged you out in the middle of the Pacific Ocean to the Mariana Trench, and he threw you overboard. And now, see, I've seen the movie. I have. You are being sucked down to the bottom of the Mariana Trench by your clutter. Now, basically, taking your inventory gives you a knife to cut that rope and swim back to the surface. New stuff is not going to fix your old stuff, but I guarantee you this, I make this a promise from the bottom of my heart. The old stuff you're hanging on to, it will break the new stuff. That's a promise. All right. 9minuteclaritycode.com. I want you to get over there and check it out. It is not expensive. It is awesome. You'll have the training done in about, I think it came to 1 hour and 20 minutes. I overshot a little bit. 9 minutes a day after that for a couple of days, clarity will emerge. Awareness is your gift. Once you have it, you cannot give it up. Go get it. 9minuteclaritycode.com. I'll see you tomorrow right here on the Daily Boost.